The Pudding series has become popular among consumers for its compact, highly recognizable design, as well as its excellent performance and build quality. Recently, Xiaomi introduced a new 45W version featuring a foldable plug, model MDY18 Easy. It supports 45W PD and Xiaomi's proprietary fast charging protocol, ensuring efficient charging for smartphones, tablets, and some lightweight laptops. Let's take a closer look at its internal components and design. The front of the packaging features the Xiaomi logo, the product name, and an image of the charger. A specification label is affixed to the back of the packaging. The package includes the charger and a user manual. It features a glossy white exterior with smoothly rounded edges. The input side of the casing is printed with the product specifications and shows that it has passed CCC certification. The model is MDY18 Easy. Input, 100 to 130 volts, 50 to 60 Hz, 0.7 amps. Output, 5 volts, 3 amps, 9 volts, 2 amps, 11 volts, 2.05 amps max. Input, 200 to 240 volts alternating current, 50 to 60 Hz, 0.7 amps. Output, 5 volts, 3 amps, 9 volts, 3 amps, 15 volts, 3 amps, 11 volts, 4.1 amps, 20 volts, 2.25 amps max. It comes with a foldable plug. The top side features a USB-C port. The height of the charger is about 35.38 millimeters, that is 1.39 inches. The width is about 34.43 millimeters, that is 1.36 inches. The thickness is about 34.34 millimeters, that is 1.35 inches. Compared side by side with the previous 45W pudding charger, the new model is slightly higher due to its foldable plug design. It is only slightly larger in size compared to the Apple 5W charger. That's how big it is in the hand. The weight is about 50 grams, that is 1.76 ounces. ChargerLab Power's EKM003C shows that it supports QC3+ and 4+, PD 3.0, PPS, and DCP protocols. It has 4 fixed PDOs of 5 volts 3 amps, 9 volts 3 amps, 15 volts 3 amps, and 20 volts 2.25 amps. It also has 2 sets of PPS, which are 3.6 to 11 volts 4.1 amps and 3.6 to 20 volts 2.25 amps. When using it to charge the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, the charging power is about 36.1 watt. Next, let's take it apart to see its internal components and structure. Cut open the casing, and remove the internal components. The plug is secured with a plastic housing and screws, making electrical contact with the PCBA module through metal spring contacts. The input side of the PCBA module is covered with a white foam pad, while the sides and output end are wrapped with a graphite thermal insulation sheet. Close-up of the graphite thermal insulation sheet. The back of the small side PCB, as well as the area around the transformer and other components, is reinforced with white adhesive. The length of the PCBA module is about 30.37 millimeters, that is 1.2 inches. The width is about 26.25 millimeters, that is 1.033 inches. The thickness is about 25.72 millimeters, that is 1.013 inches. The small side PCB features an I-shaped inductor and 2 high-voltage filter electrolytic capacitors. The front side of the small PCB also houses a transformer. This side is equipped with the master control chip, an optocoupler, and an SMD-Y capacitor. This side is equipped with an SMD fuse, a protocol chip, and the output B-bus MOSFET. The front side of the main PCB features a bridge rectifier, a synchronous rectifier controller, and a solid capacitor for output filtering. The SMD fuse is from Better Fuse, with a rated current of 3.15 amps. The bridge rectifier is from Pingwei, model TMBF or 310, rated at 3 amps, 1000 volts, and comes in a TMBF package. The high-voltage filter electrolytic capacitor is from Caution, rated at 400 volts, 15 microfarad. The other capacitor is also from Caution, rated at 400 volts, 18 microfarad. The I-shaped inductor is insulated and protected with a heat shrink sleeve. The power management IC is from Ingenic, model IP207535S. It is a high-performance offline AC/DC primary side flyback controller with an integrated GaN FET, featuring adaptive multi-mode control and secondary side regulation. It is designed for applications requiring high power density and precise output voltage and current. The IP2075355S combines frequency foldback and valley fill conduction technologies to reduce switching losses and achieve high efficiency. Frequency modulation is incorporated to significantly lower EMI emissions and common mode noise. It offers a wide adaptive switching frequency range to improve light load efficiency, with an optimized maximum operating frequency to minimize device temperature and enhance full load efficiency. The minimum peak current is also carefully optimized to balance standby power consumption and audible noise. Under light load or no-load conditions, the IP2075355S enters burst mode, during which the chip operates with an extremely low current of 160 microamps. This significantly reduces standby power consumption, enabling compliance with stringent energy efficiency standards such as COCV5 and DOE6. The IP2075355S also offers comprehensive protection features and a wide range of configurable parameters, including maximum frequency, brown-in/brownout detection, output over voltage protection, output under voltage protection, over temperature protection, and compensated over power protection. The chip comes in an ESOP8 package. Close-up of the transformer. The Everlight EL1019 optocoupler is used for output voltage feedback. The SMDY capacitor is from TRX, model TMY1331K. Its compact size and lightweight make it well suited for high-density power products such as GaN fast chargers. The synchronous rectifier controller is from Injinic, model IP2028AMQ. It is a synchronous rectification controller with an integrated 100V/10 mA MOSFET, capable of replacing Schottky diodes and high-efficiency flyback power supplies. By monitoring the drain-to-source voltage of the synchronous rectifier MOSFET, the chip can generate optimal drive signals to turn the MOSFET on or off. Using synchronous rectification effectively reduces the power loss of the secondary side rectifier, achieving higher efficiency, lower temperature rise, and increased power density. With minimal external components, the IP2028AMQ provides a high-performance solution for output voltages ranging from 3.3 volts to 28 volts. The IP2028AMQ does not require auxiliary winding power, its internal voltage regulation circuitry generates the necessary supply voltage. This makes it suitable for chargers with low output voltage requirements or adapters using a high-side synchronous rectification scheme. Its sleep mode functionality also enables zero standby power operation. To ensure rapid MOSFET turn-off, the IP2028AMQ adjusts the MOSFET's on-state voltage drop to approximately 30 mV by lowering the drive voltage as the secondary current decreases, quickly turning off the MOSFET before the drain-to-source voltage reverses. A configurable volt-second detection circuit prevents false MOSFET turn-on during discontinuous conduction mode or quasi-resonant VDS ringing and zero-voltage switching operations. The chip comes in an SOP8L package. The solid capacitor for output filtering is from Polycap, rated at 25 volts, 330 microfarad. The protocol chip is a Xiaomi customized model from Injinic. It bears both the Xiaomi and Injinic logos and is marked with C2. The VBus MOSFET is from JSCJ, model CJAB35N03S. It is an N-channel MOSFET with a voltage rating of 30 volts and an on-resistance of 5.2 milliohm, housed in a PDFNWB 3.3 by 3.38L package. The USB-C socket is soldered through vias, with a mylar sheet attached on top. Well, those are all components of the Xiaomi 45W GaN pudding charger.